Hello, my dear friends of Tuna. Today, I want to start with a little question. Have you ever poured your whole heart into preparing a meaningful gift for someone you love, just to see their smile? I'm truly touched by all the warm comments and support you've shared for the love story of me, Tuna, and little Henry. From the romantic proposal to the gift I gave Tuna, the dangers Henry faced, and even the joyful party with friends. This journey still has so many emotional moments ahead, filled with beautiful values of love and care. And today, the gift I bring to Tuna will make both her and Henry feel truly happy. Wishing you a joyful time watching. So let's step right into today's story. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and hit like to support me. The sky had just begun to brighten. Inside the spacious villa, CEO Alex was already up early. He moved quietly, careful not to make a sound, because in his heart, all he wanted was for Tuna and little Henry to sleep a little longer after the storms they had been through. The kitchen glowed softly under the light. Alex was preparing breakfast himself: toasted bread, a warm glass of milk, and some fresh fruit he had picked out the day before. Every move, slicing an apple, pouring the milk, carried his tenderness. He knew that love wasn't about grand promises, but about the little details that quietly build happiness each day. He paused by the bedroom door. In the gentle light, Henry was nestled in Tuna's arms. The baby's rosy cheeks rose and fell with each peaceful breath. Tuna held her child close, her face tired but still glowing with a mother's warmth. Alex stood there for a long time, letting his heart soak in the rare sense of peace. He smiled, but didn't wake them. Instead, he quietly turned back, wanting to let their sleep remain untouched. In the kitchen, his mother was already waiting. The air carried the fresh aroma of coffee as they sat across from each other. Alex held his mother's hand, his voice low. These past days, I was truly afraid of losing this peace. His mother smiled gently, her eyes steady and reassuring. Son, every storm eventually passes. What matters is that you chose to protect them with your whole heart. Her words sank deep into Alex's soul. At that moment, only one desire remained in his heart: to keep their home filled with laughter and warmth. He glanced toward the bedroom, where Tuna and Henry rested peacefully, and made a silent promise. From now on, let me carry all the worries, all the storms. All I want for the two of you is to live in peace. The first light of morning slipped gently through the curtains, filling the quiet room. Tuna had finally slept through the night, her first peaceful rest in days free from constant worry. Little Henry was still curled up in her arms, his rosy cheeks rising and falling with each breath, as serene as a tiny angel. Slowly, Tuna opened her eyes. Warmth spread through her chest, and a soft smile appeared on her lips. She leaned down, kissed her son's forehead, then carefully laid him in the crib beside the bed. When she stepped outside, the sight before her made her heart tighten. Alex was moving quietly around the kitchen, his tall frame bending with care in every small action. On the table, breakfast was already set: a steaming glass of milk, slices of warm toast, a neatly arranged plate of fresh fruit, and even a small bowl of porridge prepared just for Henry. She wasn't used to being cared for so thoughtfully. All those months raising her child alone, she had convinced herself that happiness was too much to hope for. And yet here was this man quietly preparing everything just to see her smile at peace. Her heart trembled. Alex looked up and caught her gaze. A gentle, almost shy smile spread across his face. "You're awake?" he said softly. "Mom and I put together a little breakfast. Today, all you need to do is sit down and enjoy it." Tuna stepped closer, tears welling in her eyes. Her voice shook as she whispered, "Alex, I never thought I'd have a day like this. Thank you for giving me and my son a home." Alex's mother reached out and placed a comforting hand on Tuna's shoulder. Her voice was warm, filled with family's embrace. "My dear, consider this your home now. From today on, every burden, every worry will carry it together." At that moment, Tuna smiled through her tears. A new feeling washed over her safety, completeness, and hope. The road ahead might still hold storms, but now she knew one thing for sure: she was no longer alone. After the warm breakfast, the spacious home settled into a gentle stillness. Henry lay in his crib, stirring slightly, before drifting back into a deep sleep. Morning light streamed through the window, casting a soft glow over Tuna's face, making her eyes shimmer, as if holding 1,000 unspoken feelings. She turned to Alex and Mrs. Min, clasping her hands tightly together, as if gathering all her courage before speaking. Her voice trembled, but carried firm resolve. "Alex, Mrs. Min, I'm truly grateful to both of you. Without your protection, without your hands and your hearts, Henry and I might not have made it through those terrifying days." But her words faltered. She looked at Henry, then back at them, tears brimming in her eyes. "The worst is behind us now. I don't want to stay here forever and become a burden to you or disrupt your work and your life. I want to return to the farm. There's still so much waiting for me there. That's the life Henry and I belong to." Her voice cracked, but her eyes shone with a rare strength. "I promise. With all my heart, I'll protect Henry. I won't let anyone tear us apart ever again. Maybe I'm fragile when it comes to love, but for Henry, I'll be the strongest I can be." The room grew heavy with emotion. Alex clenched his fists, his heart aching at her words, admiring Tuna's courage, yet fearing her determination to carry everything on her own again. Mrs. Min looked at the young mother with deep compassion, seeing in her the reflection of a woman who had weathered storms, ready to sacrifice everything for her child's safety. Tuna bowed her head, deeply, tears falling onto her hands. "I'm indebted to you both. But I believe it's time for me to walk my own path, to care for Henry on my own. Just knowing there was once a place that sheltered me like this home, that alone is enough to make me happy." The room sank into a heavy silence after Tuna's words. The ticking of the clock echoed louder than ever. Alex sat there, his hands clenched so tightly they turned white. His eyes revealed the torment inside him, pain and helplessness, as he listened to Tuna say she wanted to leave. He drew in a deep breath, his voice low and hoarse, choked with emotion. "Tuna, do you even realize what you just said? After everything we've been through, You think I can let you and Henry face the world alone? Out there danger is still waiting. I can't. His gaze locked on Henry, peacefully asleep, his rosy cheeks rising and falling with each breath. A tremor ran through Alex, as if afraid that the fragile piece in front of him might shatter at any moment. Mrs. Min placed a gentle hand on her son's shoulder, her eyes shifting to Tuna. Her face was kind, but beneath it lay a deep, unspoken worry. Tuna, I understand how you feel. Every mother wants to stand on her own to protect her child. I respect that. But have you thought, maybe it's too soon to return to the farm. The storm is only just passed. And Henry is still so small. Tuna bit, her lip tears brimming in her eyes. Her fists tightened, her shoulders trembling, but her voice was firm. I know you care for us, but the longer I stay, the more I fear I'll become a burden. I owe Alex. I owe you too much already. I have to stand on my own. I don't want people to say one day that I survived only by hiding behind him. Alex shot up, his eyes burning red. He stepped closer, his voice shaking but filled with strength. Tuna, you are not a burden. You're the reason I even want to be stronger. And Henry, he's not just your responsibility. I already see him as my own son. Why can't you see that? Mrs. Min let out a long sigh, her eyes glistening. She stepped forward and held Tuna's hands tightly. My dear, sometimes being strong doesn't mean carrying everything alone. True strength is also knowing when to trust and let others share the weight. If leaving is truly what you want, I won't stop you. But remember this. This place will always be home for you and Henry. Those words broke Tuna's resolve, her tears spilling like a flood. Alex stood beside her, his heart torn between breaking apart and burning with love and the desperate need to protect. In that moment, the audience would feel the swirl of emotions, Tuna torn between pride and the fear of being a burden. Alex aching with love, unable to let her go. And Mrs. Min, loving worried, yet opening her arms like a true mother. She turned slightly as if speaking directly to those watching her story unfold. My friends, these past days, Henry and I have been given so much protection from Alex and Mrs. Min. I'm truly grateful, but deep down, I can't stop worrying. I'm afraid that one day, my presence might disrupt his mother's life or interfere with his busy work. I've always been used to life on the farm, where everything is simple and quiet, where I can protect Henry with my own hands and build a home just for the two of us. Tears streamed down her cheeks as Tuna's voice broke. But then, when I saw Alex preparing breakfast and heard Mrs. Min gently call me daughter, my heart trembled. Here for the first time, I felt the warmth of a real family. I want to hold on to it, but I'm scared of becoming a burden. She lowered her head, placing a hand over her chest as if to steady her racing heart. What should I do? Should I return to the farm and keep carrying everything on my own? Or should I stay here a little longer to find peace again for Henry? I'm so afraid, and I need your advice. Her tear-filled eyes still carried a fragile spark of hope. Tell me, if it were you, what would you do? Leave to stand on your own, or stay and give yourself one more chance to feel love again?
cuối để chứng kiến trọn vẹn tình yêu ấy, và biết đâu bạn sẽ cảm thấy một phần chính mình của câu chuyện này. Cái câu chuyện chạm trà đến trái tim bạn. Đừng quên nhấn like, chia sẻ và đăng ký kênh để tiếp thêm sức mạnh của quý vị. Chúc các bạn một giây thật ấm áp trong cơn gió nhẹ khẽ luồn qua mái hiên lay động mấy tán lá ngoài sân từ nó một mình trên chiếc ghế phục vụ bạn nhìn vào trời trước mắt.